Tell me about something you have in your closet that you absolutely don't think can fit into any aesthetic, and I will try to find one for it. Hello my celestial friends, I'm Echo, the Saving Sorceress, and today I thought we would sort my closet by 2023 fashion aesthetics. It is a brand new year, which means brand new styles, and also, you know, I want to have a fresh update to my wardrobe without having to buy a whole bunch of new clothes. So today, the aesthetics that I really want to focus on are Whimsigoth, mall goth, and downtown girl. It's just a whole lot of goth, which I am totally in love with. I did a bit of a goth all-black thrift haul a few months ago. I love the clothes from it so much, and I can't wait to put those to use. Just, you know, see where this takes us. I mean, you probably already have a lot of black in your closet like I do, so this is gonna be a good year for us, at least fashion-wise. So let's get started. Now first, it's time to define the aesthetics. Let's start with Whimsigoth, because that's a personal favorite of mine. Technically, this dress is Whimsigoth. It is covered in moons and stars, and that's just a very Whimsigoth look. The celestial theme melds perfectly into Whimsigoth, and I love that. I am just all about suns, moons, and stars. If you've been watching me for a while, you've heard me talk about this. And I'm just so excited that that's back in style, not just because it means that, you know, sometimes I'm in style, but also because it means there's more of an availability of those styles. So, you know, if I do want to try something new, I can find it, and people are labeling it with the Whimsigoth aesthetic. But Whimsigoth isn't just about space. You've also got sort of 90s inspired looks. It's very much like the original Charmed, or like Phoebe Buffay from Friends. Long, flowy skirts, sometimes more nature themes, maybe darker colors, but not like black and white only. It's got the goth in there, but you don't have to wear all black for this one. So if you do like a little splash of color, Whimsigoth is also a great aesthetic for you. And I think it's super cute. It's been around for a little while, but it still seems to be going pretty strong. It also incorporates some of the more cottagecore themes. Like you might see people wearing a lot of mushrooms and things on their outfits, and that fits into Whimsigoth. It can also fit a little bit more into like fairycore and goblincore and woodland goth and yeah, a few other aesthetics like that. There's a whole lot of overlap between these aesthetics, and there's a lot to love with all of them. But I'm going to be referring to this one as Whimsigoth because I feel like that fits what I have in my closet best, and it's just an aesthetic I really am excited to share with you. Here are some of my favorite examples I found while scrolling through Pinterest. And next we've got mall goth. If you were ever a fan of Avril Lavigne, or if you were into shopping at Hot Topic in the mid-2000s and maybe even the early 2010s, you know about mall goth, and you can probably already identify the aesthetic. There is just a whole lot of punk inspiration in mall goth. You've got a lot of band tees, you've got some red and black, a lot of plaid, some hardware. It's a very in-your-face aesthetic, but it definitely leans more towards the goth of it all, which is just excellent again for those of us who have a lot of black in our closets. And it's a lot of fun. It's more casual, you don't have to get super dressed up. You just feel the vibes and go, you know, put on your favorite music. When mall goth was in the last time around, I was really inspired by it, and I still have some of those pieces in my closet, so I am looking forward to putting them back in rotation again. And here are some things I found on Pinterest that I felt really captured mall goth. It's a good aesthetic, you know? It's a classic. The third main aesthetic that I'm going to focus on today is downtown girl. Now you might be like, downtown girl? That doesn't sound like something that a witchy person would wear. And actually, I feel like that's not necessarily true. I've seen some people describe it as dark academia meets Y2K, and I think that's a pretty good take on it. The Downtown Girl aesthetic focuses on stripes and plaids, but not quite the same plaids as in the mall goth aesthetic. These plaids are more muted, darker colors like browns and dark blues and dark reds and sometimes black as well. Just, you know, things that are not super in your face. They're classy and casual. I've been a longtime fan of the dark academia aesthetic, so I definitely have some things from this, but I also apparently used to wear the aesthetic that turned into Downtown Girl because I have some clothes that work perfectly for like the sort of preppier side of it, the stripes. Also, leather jackets work really well with it, and jeans. Here's some examples I found on Pinterest that I thought really fit the aesthetic. I feel like Downtown Girl is probably an aesthetic that looks good on everyone. So let's take a look at what I've got and figure out what aesthetics these pieces belong to. And if I find anything in my closet that I feel like doesn't really fit my aesthetic or style anymore, I'll list it on my Depop, and you can check out my Depop shop afterwards if you're interested in taking it home. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh, alright. So first I am going to highlight this, which is a little dress that zips up, and I feel like it's got that dark academia sort of style. So it's definitely a Downtown Girl look. And honestly, I need to wear it again. I think it's pretty cute. Oh, now here's one I have not shown on here yet, but it is actually a dress, a t-shirt dress that I made a long time ago, featuring a band that I fell in love with, Bombara. And this little t-shirt dress, I feel like if dressed up well, it could be a really cute mall goth piece. All three of these shirts are very Whimsigoth. A little bit romantic, a little bit enchanting, a little bit I'm secretly a witch, but you wouldn't know it because I'm definitely dressed like I'm straight from the 90s sitcom. It's good. It's good. Plus, honestly, in the 90s, when you saw like a witchy movie or something, they were usually dressed in this style. You know, you gotta have something for day to day. You can't always wear your long velvet robes, unfortunately. So I feel like all three of these dresses are a little bit Whimsigoth. They all have just something that's a little whimsical, honestly. You know, these swirls, I love this dress. I actually made this dress out of a random piece of fabric when I was younger, and I have worn it a ton. It's a little bit witchy, a little bit whimsy, and just, you know, fun. And this lace dress is a little bit romantic, but I feel like it could still be in the Whimsigoth style, and same with this with the floral pattern. So I feel like slips had a really big moment for a while, and that kind of died down. But if you still want to make use of your slip, I think both Whimsigoth and Downtown Girl could probably make use of it as long as you added some of the core elements that really fit with those aesthetics. So yeah, don't get rid of your old clothes. Just wear them again. Because, especially now, they're all still in fashion. Like, literally everything is in some sort of aesthetic that is popular now. I mean, probably. Prove me wrong in the comments. Tell me about something you have in your closet that you absolutely don't think can fit into any aesthetic. And I will try to find one for it. That would be a fun game, actually. Anyway, I'm gonna skip all of my tank tops right now because, honestly, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, which you might be, it is freezing, and it's really hard for me to think about wearing tank tops right now because, again, it is freezing. But, okay, really quickly, Whimsigoth, 1000%. Oh, and I mean, I guess, sort of mall goth. No, tank tops are fun, even though, again, freezing. Ooh, look at this little Whimsigoth dress. It's got a little bit of velvet on it, featuring some flowers, and it again makes me feel like the heroine of a 90s TV show. That's really what you want to feel, you know, the quirky characters. So this one is also Whimsigoth, and I wanted to particularly show it because it is sheer, and sheer things are definitely in right now. So especially if you have like sheer layers or like a sheer shirt. It's also really popular in the mall goth aesthetic. Ah, yes, now this is definitely a Whimsigoth piece. It's got a flowy sense to it, and it is a bit of a throwback. I feel like in the 90s, for at least a little while, there was definitely a 70s throwback, and this is a bit of a 70s throwback. I think this shirt is from the 90s, and that might be why. It's also sheer, it's very flowy, so it's definitely the perfect little Whimsigoth edition. I'm not sure that I'm a huge fan of it anymore, so I actually might let go of this one or sell it. And that is the start of the chunk that is going to be mostly Whimsigoth, because it is witchy, witchy, witchy all throughout here. But I will show you some pieces anyway, and also show you some of my witchy things that I wouldn't say are even in the Whimsigoth aesthetic. This shirt, probably pretty Whimsigoth. But these two shirts, I'd actually say are mall goth. This one I made, but it's, you know, like a pretend band tee. Yeah, don't make fun of me, it's not weird. And this one is a cool shirt I picked up a while back. It's got some studs on it, and it is just very, very mall goth. It's got a cool pattern, it's definitely on the darker side. I don't wear this one a whole lot, so I may actually let go of this one as well, but I think it's a good example of how you can do mall goth without wearing a band tee. If you want something that's, you know, maybe not quite as in your face, or not wearing, you know, words across your chest, patterns are a good way to do it. Oh look, we've got this starry dress, which I love, and this starry little romper that I also love. I think I actually thrifted both of them in my very first video on this channel, so that's kind of wild. But yeah, these, along with what I'm wearing right now, are probably the reason that I lean towards Whimsigoth. It's just, it captured my heart. But this one, as well as these, oh my gosh, fancy, fancy shirts with their puffed sleeves and their details. All these things I would consider downtown girl. You know, at least the dark academia side of downtown girl. And I think these colors, particularly with the dark blue even and the rusty orange, they're very, very much in that palette. So, options. Lovely velvet options. Like the black dress I recently thrifted, 1000% Whimsigoth. Along with these pieces that have the whimsical. Ooh, I need to wear this one again, I love it. And the sheer lace duster that I got from Leanne's Witchy Room. You know, just perfect additions to a Whimsigoth look. Also, if you're going for Whimsigoth, don't forget about bell sleeves. These are actually pretty small for what bell sleeves can be, but one day I'm going to make myself something that has the most massive and amazing bell sleeves. It's gonna happen. Keep an eye out for it. It's gonna happen. Here, though, is another example of something that I consider a little bit witchy, but is also definitely something that would fit into the mall goth aesthetic. It's got, you know, just some vibes to it. It's a little bit sheer as well. And now, let's get to the skirts. So this skirt is the most mall goth skirt that ever did mall goth. I like to refer to it as my Avril Lavigne skirt, although I'm going to give you a secret. It's actually from the brand Mary-Kate and Ashley. But it works so well. It is just, it's my favorite mall goth look. And I will keep it forever. Don't mind all my holographics. I will say, holographics may not be back in yet, but silver metallics are, so it's coming. And I'm excited for it when it does. Now here is an example of a red plaid skirt that I would actually say is more downtown girl. It's sort of longer, not quite as sassy, but it does have some beautiful gold in it. These two skirts are not that different, but they are not really in the same aesthetic. I mean, you could wear them in either one, I think, with the right accessories. Now this skirt, being velvet and all sparkly, would definitely be a Whimsigoth skirt. And I'd say so would this one, although it could also fit into downtown girl. Versatility, a very good thing. Now these two vintage skirts are very much downtown girl, since they would fit perfectly into the dark academia look. So it's nice, you can still wear them in a different aesthetic and pair them with a few different clothing pieces that you wouldn't have thought of before. Ooh, now this is a very whimsy goth skirt. It's got the whole nature theme. It's very billowy. It's a maxi skirt, and maxi skirts are very in right now. And it sort of reminds me of something that Phoebe Buffay would wear. I love it. I think it is really cute. Unfortunately, it's not really my color, despite being adorable, but it is vintage, so I might actually try to sell this one. It's hard to let go because I really do love it, but I think that someone else might be able to enjoy it more than I can, but it's very, very whimsy goth. And this little graffiti top seems pretty mall goth to me, and it's a thermal, so it's warm, which is always nice. And here we've got some classic blue stripes, which I feel like fit perfectly into the downtown girl aesthetic. I don't really wear this shirt that often, so I actually might let this one go too, but it is really cute and perfect for that aesthetic. Oh, look what we've got! It is just a perfect little addition to the mall goth look. A shirt just like this could also be worked into the downtown girl look. It matters what skirt or pants you pair it with. Put jeans, maybe it's a downtown girl look. Put on a plaid skirt that's pleated, and it's definitely mall goth. Another mall goth piece that doesn't have a band name on it. Ripped shirts like this are absolutely perfect for mall goth. Man, I haven't worn this in a while either. That's what happens when you collect too many clothes. You forget about some of the best ones. This little striped number would be very cute with downtown girl. So, would all of these, this cute striped number with cool little shoulder detail, these flowers, although honestly this one could be very whimsy goth as well. And then these little small stripes with a little bit of a puff sleeve. I love this shirt too. Mall goth. Definitely. Oh my gosh, here's a throwback. My favorite band from a while back. They don't exist anymore, but Crumbling Arches will always stay in my heart. And it's mall goth. Definitely. I mean, it's a band tee. Perfect. Perfect for mall goth. And this dress, which I recently thrifted in my goth thrift haul, and I'm in love with it. It's like the witchiest dress I own. Could be whimsy goth, but honestly, I would actually put it more in downtown girl. It's got some classy vibes, which I think would work really well there. And of course, don't forget about a good leather or pleather jacket. I love this one, and it would work really, really well with Downtown Girl and also with Mall Goth. They're really versatile. And that just about does it for what I've got in my closet. I hope that some of this inspired you to take a look into your closet and see what you've got, and just try to put together some new looks. So as you can see, I am just really, really excited for 2023 styles. I think they're beautiful. I'm glad that they're gothy and witchy, and just there's a whole lot of good stuff there that I am in love with, and I hope you love it too. Which of these styles or aesthetics was your favorite, and which one do you think you could find in your closet? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about what you've got. And if you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you'd add a like and subscribe and ring the bell for more videos like this about fashion and sewing and thrifting and crafting, all with a witchy spin. I will be back soon, so stay tuned. And remember, my celestial friends, save whatever clothes you love because you'll find an aesthetic that they can fit into. Be kind to yourself and to the universe, and try to add a little bit of magic wherever possible to your corner of the world. Bye. Hands down favorite outfit from this whole thing. I feel alive. All three of these dresses have some sort of... Okay. Because I'm witchy. Because I'm witchy. Oh my gosh.